Forget everything you thought you knew about the NFC South hierarchy, because a defensive earthquake just hit Atlanta and the aftershocks are going to be felt all the way to New Orleans. The Falcons are reportedly on the verge of pulling off a massive, season-defining blockbuster trade that would plant an absolute monster right in the heart of our defensive line. We are talking about a move so bold and so aggressive that it signals one thing and one thing only: the window for a Super Bowl is officially wide open, and the front office is ready to kick it down. Before we dive into the staggering numbers and the specific details of this rumored deal that's sending shockwaves through the league, I need you to do one thing. If you live and breathe for this team, hit that like button right now, share this video with every fan you know, and subscribe to the channel so we can hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers and keep this community growing. Now, let's get into the heat of it. Is this the most significant defensive move the Falcons have ever considered in the modern era? The name on everyone's lips right now is Quinnen Williams. Yes, that Quinnen Williams, the 300-pound wrecking ball who has been terrorizing offensive coordinators since he was a top 3 pick. The buzz in the league is that Atlanta is in deep, serious negotiations to acquire Williams from the Dallas Cowboys. The proposed price tag? We're looking at a 2027 first-round pick and a 2028 third-rounder. This isn't just a "let's see if he fits" kind of move, this is a "we are coming for the crown" statement. Let's look at why this makes so much sense for us and why the timing is absolutely perfect. The Cowboys are currently staring down a brutal cap situation after a disappointing 8-9 season. Even with Jerry Jones trying to work his magic, they've got to find a way to pay guys like CeeDee Lamb while navigating the massive extension they gave Dak Prescott. Trading a star like Williams, who is in the middle of a 4-year, $96 million contract, is their emergency exit. But for Atlanta? For us, it's a golden ticket. Quinnen Williams is only 28 years old. He is right in the physical prime of his life. Since entering the league in 2019, he has been a nightmare on the interior. We're talking about 41.5 career sacks and 8 forced fumbles. And don't let anyone tell you he's slowing down. Even in 2025, while dealing with a nagging quad injury, he was still a top-tier disruptor. He posted 9 sacks and 38 pressures last year alone. When you look at the advanced analytics, his pass rush win rate sat at a massive 21%. That isn't just good, that's elite. But here is where it gets truly terrifying for the rest of the league. Think about our current defensive anchor, Grady Jarrett. Grady has been the heart and soul of this front for years, still putting up rock-solid numbers with a PFF grade in the 80s. Now, imagine a world where an offensive line has to double-team Quinnen Williams on one side and somehow account for Grady Jarrett on the other. It's an impossible math problem. You can't double both of them. If you try, you're leaving our edge rushers with one-on-one matchups all day long. Here is the question of the day for all of you in the comments. If this trade goes through, does this instantly make the Falcons the best defense in the NFC South, or are we still one piece away? I want to see your takes below, because this is a move that changes everything. The strategic impact here is almost hard to wrap your head around. Last season, our run defense was, well, let's be honest, it was a struggle. We were giving up roughly 122 yards per game on the ground. That's bottom-tier territory. You cannot win championships if you can't stop the run on 3rd and short. Quinnen Williams changes that overnight. He has a run-stopping success rate of 85%. He doesn't just hold the line, he resets the line of scrimmage in the backfield. And it's not just about the stats, it's about the EPA, or expected points added. Some models suggest that adding Williams to this specific Falcons scheme could slash our opponent's success rate by 16%. That is the difference between a touchdown drive and a punt. It's the difference between a 9-8 season and a 12-5 season with a first-round bye. Let's talk about the betting odds for a second, because Vegas is already starting to sweat. Right now, the Falcons are sitting at roughly plus 1,600 to win the Lombardi Trophy. But the word is that if this trade is finalized, those odds are going to plummet to around plus 500. We would move from intriguing sleeper to legitimate heavyweight in the blink of an eye. We saw what happened when the Rams added a generational interior talent in their Super Bowl run. We saw how it transformed their entire identity. This is that same blueprint. I know some people might worry about the draft picks. Giving up a first-rounder is always a gamble. But look at where this team is. We have the cap space, roughly $17 million to play with right now. We have the offensive weapons with Bijan Robinson and Drake London. What we've lacked is that eraser on defense. That one guy who makes the quarterback see ghosts before the ball is even snapped. Quinnen Williams is that guy. His bull rush success rate is nearly 80%. He doesn't just pressure guards, he physically moves them out of the way. Imagine the atmosphere at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It's third down. The crowd is deafening. The opposing quarterback looks up and sees number 92 and Grady Jarrett standing side by side. That is how you win the NFC South. That is how you make the Saints and the Bucs realize that there's a new king in the division. The Cowboys are in rebuild mode, trying to fix their secondary and get younger at receiver. Let them rebuild. We are in win now mode. The league is moving toward a style of play where interior disruption is more valuable than almost anything else. If you can collapse the pocket from the middle, the quarterback has nowhere to step up. He's forced to throw on the run or take the sack. With Williams in the fold, analysts are projecting an additional 11 sacks for our unit in 2026. 11. That's more than some entire defensive lines get in a month. This move is about more than just one player. It's about a culture shift. It tells the locker room and the fans that we aren't satisfied with being solid. We want to be dominant. We want to be the team that other teams circle on their calendar with fear. Adding a Pro Bowler who is coming off a season where he forced 3 fumbles and recorded an interception shows that we are looking for playmakers, not just gap fillers. Can you imagine the havoc this creates for our secondary? When the quarterback is under duress in under 2.5 seconds because Quinnen Williams just walked a Pro Bowl guard back into his lap, the interceptions are going to come in bunches. Our defensive backs are going to look like all-pros because they won't have to cover for 5 seconds every play. This is the moment, Falcons fans. We are standing on the precipice of a trade that could define the next 5 years of Atlanta football. It's a bold, high-stakes gamble, but it's exactly the kind of move that championship teams make. We've seen the what-ifs for years. We've seen the close calls. It's time to stop wondering and start winning. If this deal closes, the NFC South isn't just changing, it's over. We are taking the lead, and we aren't looking back. Keep your eyes peeled and your notifications on, because this news is moving fast, and I'll be right here to break it down the second the ink is dry. Stay loud, stay proud, and as always, keep that Falcon spirit burning bright.